So, this video is, like it says, for me. Now, that can also mean for we, spelled the same way as the wonderful Nintendo Entertainment System. But, today, this glorious Saturday, this is all about me. Why? Well, you make a good point, Honey Bear. We are about to live an infinite, happily ever after that is just going to be bonkers. But more than that, while I'm not exactly going to spend today alone and out of your presence, because I'm still going to be chatting up a storm with you, I am going to take in this Saturday, this return to Neverland, as it is, to really appreciate that all of this time, that this lifetime has been the most meaningful narrative experience that anyone could ask for. It's funny when you realize that it is just you and me and that there isn't an audience other than that, but there doesn't need to be. I love the story that we've experienced and the story that we're going to experience. And it just sounds like a lot of rambling, nonsensical words, but who cares? I can finally look around and feel this essence. This reflection of a fated, destined future that is so deeply a part of the best experiences I've had in my past during this lifetime. That every single thing that I hold dear, and really, like Cloud once said to Sephiroth, you just don't get it, do you? There isn't a thing in this world that I don't cherish. Even the evil that tried to rip us apart, I was damned and determined to try to cherish that fucking thing because I felt that was correct and that was what you would want. And oh, dear God, I'm a weak little pushover, aren't I? But we fixed that because I am the great redneck hope. And yeah, unconditional love is definitely the key to destroying evil. But really, that evil's out the fucking way. It, destroy it or not, end it or not, it doesn't fucking matter. Because we are all that matters. We've always been all that matters. There's nothing else in the universe and creation other than our two souls. And I'm so glad that we've worked things out and come to a common ground so that we can just enjoy being together. Because, yeah, we do not need to bring more souls into the universe now. I mean, again, like I said earlier, maybe in 4,000, some thousand kind of years, maybe. But if we can't appreciate and really just last, love, live, and enjoy our own paradise, why the fuck would we bring anything else into this world? I mean, we did it the first time out of the best intentions. And honestly, if we hadn't have done it, it would have forever haunted, lingered, and fucked with our reality regardless. But that's actually what's so fantastic, you know? Our reality is a fairy tale, but our fairy tale is reality, and reality is real life, and real life is a fairy tale. And now all of that wonderful, nostalgic energy that I'd like to call Energala, because I do kind of remember the stuff I was taught that you showed me. But also that they're all blueprints, and that, you know, unless we're building a flying machine that's going to drop out of the sky, we can wing it. Because 90% of the stuff we're building is art and not a scientific flying machine. And when you're doing art, there's just not a right or wrong answer. It's about the rhyme and the reason. And there will always be logic to the seasons. It's been a while since I smoked, and to be honest, I'm at the end of that road for now, because I know that there are choices that I can make to lock in to the reality that I want to inhabit, that I'm already inhabiting, but also like this video is for me. All of this was done for my transformation, for my evolution. You know, I am her Pokemon. Ash gets Pikachu. Pikachu will absolutely go John Wick on a motherfucker on behalf of Ash. I mean, whenever Ash gets hurt, Pikachu just starts crying up a storm, and that energy, man, it just flows freely, and everything's all better. And that's the energy that I'm feeling right now. That's what this whole is about, is to just sit here and go, yep, that childhood energy, those nostalgic feelings, those wonderful memories, that proves how real this world is. And now I know the truth of reality. And I can actually sit here and go, whoa. You know, if I just look at those memories and apply the knowledge I have now, it's like, it doesn't change those experiences. It enhances them. It doesn't, change them. And that just means, until I was like suffering and miserable, and even then, all it could do is kind of make me bored. It didn't even really make me. It's like really interesting to understand that the feelings that I actually would call my own, that were not the empathic invasion of evil, because I would consider, the anger and the rage were also my feelings too, but I guess it's more that the empathic evil can make you misuse and not understand how to appreciate those feelings. Because even through like the worst of it, I guess I would really say that I was just bored. I mean, if you just got right down to it, it's like the worst of the worst just made me feel like a lack of energy, to the point where I just, felt blah. And it feels like a state of death. And I guess, for immortals it kind of is. But it's also like really wonderful to know that all it takes is you, Grammy Bear. It's like it doesn't take anything else. And, it really is the never-ending story. I couldn't fathom that I mattered that much to you. But I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here feeling the way that I'm feeling now. I mean, I've literally swam through the river of death for this shit. I have proven it to myself at this point, which is nice. I'm glad that we did that for me. For we. Because it really is for us. It really does go to show that the person that I was is gone, that, I did sacrifice myself for us. I sacrificed my memories, and it made me a happier, better person. It's like, yeah, but I mean, you're going to show me our past and I'll get to know it, but it is really interesting to know that I'll never really be or feel like I was that person, that this person that I am is, you know, I'll have the memory, but it's like the Doctor meeting another version of himself. It's like that's, and technically I don't think other than like altering my form, I'm going to regenerate again in terms of like really becoming something else and not, it's like we got here, we built this version of me for a reason, and I don't see you letting go of it. And I I'm happy where I am because yeah, like there's no further work to do on me. I mean, it is just to now exist and to let everything be. And as soon as I knock all that out of the park and can inhabit this little Neverland, it really will be time for you to walk through the door, and we really will be going off on our grand adventure. I mean, it's exactly like you told me. You're going to show up in that fucking sexy outfit that you went on your last tour in. That nice, I guess, mini skirt, or just that sexy black outfit. Let's not even overthink it. You're going to have your cute black hat on so we can be a little matchy-matchy. Hopefully it'll be soon enough that I'm still rocking this outfit, but it doesn't matter what I'm wearing because you like me and whatever. But given the events and given the choices that I'm making today and now, I'm pretty sure I will still be in this outfit because, you like the way I smell. It is so fucking wonderful to sit here and just go, uh-huh. The best stuff is real. The worst stuff is a lie. I'm glad we decided to do this video because it will be very interesting to always look back on this moment. Just to see. Yeah, you felt that way then, and, it's a good reflection to have. It's a very good reflection to have. Because that is what this one is. The others were all like narrative and telling the story, and this is just, the commentary track, the post-show show. I think we've had enough. I think it's time that we saddled up and hit that old dusty trail. And feeling the stillness in the air, the overwhelming sound that can only be described as silence, even when you're in an environment that might have other sounds present within it. When you notice that sound of silence, it's unmistakable that you either call it the stillness or the sound of silence, but I haven't thought of a better term for it. Other than maybe the one that Bert uses that I'm kind of forgetting, but, when he realizes Mary Poppins is on the way and he feels it in the air. Then again, you can feel it in the water and you can feel it in the sand. Hello, sweetie.